A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Jazallahu anna sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam wa alihi. Ya Rabbi salli wa sallim da'iman abadan ala habibika khairi khalqi kullihim. Our reality of sabr, we have completed that, and Hazrat has added another speech upon that. What is addition upon a sabr, which was the topic which was been left and was in need of to explain more upon that. So Hazrat has explained in that in the general public, the meaning of sabr is that don't shout, don't cry, and keep control over your expression and keep silent. So this is the general concept of the public regarding sabr. But the real sabr is that your activities of the life, all type of activity, including the religious activity, should not suffer in that, and stand by with those things which you are giving, the obligatory and the non-obligatory things that should be fulfilled as before this happening you were doing. If somebody was doing 5 time prayers in the mosque and also some additional activities like the tilawatul Quran and the askar and ashhal which their elders have given to them, so they should be not suffered. That should be maintained in same manner as he was doing before this happening, the loss of money or the loss of health and wealth. And so generally in sabr, the test of a sabr, the apparent amal, the routine of a life, is suffered, that he keep himself secluded from the society and in a secluded place, in a single room or some place, to hide himself from the public appearance. So his the apparent amal deeds and the askar and the appearance in the mosque, that has been suffered in the test of a sabr. But his internal amal, that concentration upon dua and attention toward Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to get through this test and bless him the safety and the peace, and so that is increased in the internal, in the test of sabr. But opposite to that, in test of a shukr, if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is blessing the additional things and the successes in his life and success in his business and success in his all activities, so then his appearance in the public, it increases. The apparent deeds in the general routine, that increases in the public places. He is becoming more and more apparent than before. But his internal deeds, the same which we are in the test of sabr, he was attentive towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and he was very punctual in dua and asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala relief and release of these things which he is suffering. So that decreases. So this was the definition of the sabr and shukr, and Hazrat is saying that general public is concentrating that don't cry, don't shout, and keep silent. But the real sabr is that keep control of this your routine of life and the religious activity which you are performing, that should not suffer, and the punctuality of those should be same as it was before. So that has been explained in his previous Hazrat Bayan. So in addition to that, Wama alayhi sabr, Hazrat is saying that something were left which were in addition to that there should be the priorities, the fil that both those who are essential, that should be performed before, and those who are in second grade and the second degree, like faraiz, wajibat, sunnat, mustahabat, mandubat. So it should be the punctuality in the same sequence. The farz-ain, it should be the topmost the priority, then the farz-kifaya. So in our last bayan, we have given the example of one pious person of the Bani Israel, Jurij. He was very pious, and in Quran there are many places like the witness of a small baby in the cart, like Isa alayhi salam has witnessed on upon his mother, and a person in the castle of Pharaoh, a small baby in his cart, is given the witness of Yusuf alayhi salam. So talking of these babies are mentioned in Quran, giving the witnesses of the piety of the Yusuf alayhi salam and the Maryam alayhi salam. So same type story is in Hadith regarding Jurij. He was very pious man, and many kiramat appeared from him, the special deed which Allah is blessing the respect to his person. Those are known as a kiramat. So he was praying, he was busy with his prayer, and his mother, she was in very urgent need, and she shouted, Ya Jurij, O Jurij, O Jurij. But he continued his prayer, and he hasn't shortened down that prayer or broken that prayer and replied to his mother. So mother was in a pain, and she prayed that Allah should face you the worst type of a woman before death. So that was the prayers of parents. They are always following in this world till the time of death, and also after the hereafter they are effective. So we should protect ourselves, that we should not go up to that very point, and that their prayers are against us. So that suffered him, that. And a lady has given a birth of a child, and they asked him, illegal birth. They asked him that who is the father of his. So she said that Jurij. And his family and the tribemen, they went and they dragged the Jurij and brought him to the court. So he said, what happened? He said, you will know very soon. So that lady has brought the baby and said that this is from Jurij. He said, no, this baby will witness. So he witnessed the one shepherd that it is from, my father is that very in the standing in the field. So Hazrat said that if my mother asks me, I will break, because he was only the worshipper, not fakir. So these priorities should be there, that the necessity of everything, the most necessity thing, we should do that. Wa akhiru da'wan alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen.